Hello and welcome to OTR on the Revenue. This video is just going to be a quick overview of the software. From the home screen, you can see a few different gauges here. You have your fuel economy and your total revenue. And this is 30-day averages. Top left button, this is your sidebar menu. Trips, this is going to give you a list of all your trips that you've entered so far. It gives you some 90-day averages of your revenue, loaded rate per mile. And cool feature here is if you click on this search loads by pickup state, you can select a state picked up in before, and it's going to give you a list of all of the trips that you've picked up out of that state. You can also click the last 90 days and it gives you your average loaded rate per mile out of that state. To get away from there, just click outside of it. If you click on the fuel tab, it takes you to the fuel summary page. This is going to give you a list of all your fuel transactions. It gives you your average mile per gallon, the last mile per gallon, max, 90-day, total fuel cost, total gallons, average cost per gallon. In this chart here, it just shows you your miles per gallon for the last 90 days and then a list of all your fuel transactions. Click on estimated settlement. From here, you can select the pay period, and then that'll break down and give you all your trips and your fuel transactions for that date range. If you want, you can click on a transaction, either a trip or a fuel, and it'll bring up that transaction so you can see how many gallons you purchased, diesel, def, or reefer, where you got it. If you click on settlements, it takes you to the settlement summary page, and you can see a list of all your settlements that you've entered. It gives you your 30-day averages, and it also gives you a year-to-date totals. Also from this page, you can click and go to the totals page where you can enter a date range, and then that will give you a list of all your settlements for that particular date range with some averages, totals, and then it gives you all your revenue categories and all your expense categories for that particular date range. One thing nice here is you can click on a particular category and it'll populate a list of all those entries for that category. Click on out-of-pocket expenses. It takes you to the out-of-pocket expense page. Here you'll see a calendar with all of your expenses. You can click through the months. It also gives you a list of all your expenses down here. To see a particular transaction, if you click on the transaction, it'll pull that up. From here, you can edit if you need to change the date or the category. If you need to see this image in a larger format, if you click View Image, it'll pull that up. From here, you can either email that image to yourself if you need a copy of it so you can print it out, or if you click here to view the image, it'll bring up an enlarged view of that image. If you don't want to save it or delete it, just click the back arrow button at the top left. If you click on maintenance, it takes you to your maintenance records where you have a calendar that'll show you all of your maintenance records that you've entered. You can also click on a particular entry and it'll pull that up. From there, you can either edit it or delete it. You also get a list here, and you can do the same thing by clicking on a particular one, and you can edit it or delete it. If you click on charts, it'll bring you to the charts page. From here, you need to just enter a date range and then select either trips or settlements. Here you'll see charts for loaded revenue per mile, revenue per mile, and total revenue per mile. If you want to see settlements for that date range, click settlements and it'll give you charts for those settlements. If you click on reports, from here you can select a profit and loss statement and then just click a date range, hit generate report. It'll populate a report which gives you your revenue, gives you a total for your revenue, gives you a list of all your expenses. It'll also grab all of your out-of-pocket expenses and then gives you a total profit and loss for that date range. From here, you can also hit email report and it will send you an email with that particular report. If you click on fixed variable cost, from here you can enter in your fixed costs. So if you have a truck payment, insurance, any fixed costs, you enter them here. If you have any miscellaneous that comes out, say once a week or whatever, you can enter that amount here. Emergency fund, if you have something set up for a cents per mile where your company takes out a certain amount of money and puts it into a fund for you, you can enter that here. Or if you have a fixed amount per week, you enter it here. Then just click Set Fixed Variable Cost button. If you click on User Profile, from here you can edit your profile information. Your username, if you want to enter a business name, this is used for your profit and loss statement, your address, city, state, zip code. If you need to change your truck number, you would do it here. On your truck number, if you change this number, when you go to your trips or your fuel, you're going to only see the information for this particular truck number. So if you change it, you won't see the other truck number's information. You only see this truck number's information. So if you switch trucks, you would want to go in here before you enter in any transactions and change the truck number. We're going to be working on an option so that you can select multiple trucks. That's coming in the future. And then if you just click update user, it'll update that information. Also, you can manage your subscription from this page. If you click this customer support button, it'll automatically open up an email, and you can send an email to customer support. If you click on subscriptions, from here you can subscribe if your trial period is ended, or if you'd like to go ahead and subscribe now. Also, once you are subscribed, you can manage your subscription from this page. And that's it for now. Thanks for watching.